All right, welcome back to Good Choices. I already made a great choice. I did a mic check and I fixed my audio. Mic check 1, 2 looks good again. So um, let's close out this 103.5, lesson 2, part 1, part 4. So hopefully we can close it out in 5 parts or less. Oops, let me click that again. Okay, so finished up all the guided exercises. Kind of got a bit. Didn't really make it through these last SSH ones. I don't know. It was just kind of a pain to work in. Running out of energy, so that's okay. I'll probably do some overlap with this explorational exercises. So the first one is both screen and tmux can enter command line mode through prefix, and then this is a plus sign, so it's so the command prefix. So for screen, that's Control A. So you hold down Control, then you hit A, and then now the syntax here is different. I'm not sure if you have to. Let's figure that out in the lab, because in this documentation they've been using a syntax where the plus sign means that you hold the buttons down, and the minus sign means that you push the keys one after another. So if we were to go to screen, and now we were to enter the command prefix, which is the plus sign, Control A. Now let's try hitting the colon. Okay, so yeah, I guess if they were following their conventions, this would be a minus sign, but it's not a big deal. I know what they're talking about. So that's screen. So now that we're in a screen, and we can see what we're in is we're in a session. We can do Control A W. Now those are our windows, and we can see our sessions by doing screen list. So now let's open a tmux in a screen, the inception. So we've got tmux here. So we can do the same thing to open a command mode by doing Control B this time, but then doing colon again. And you can see we've got the colon at the bottom, and we can enter in commands at the bottom. And then the nice thing about tmux is it shows you your windows. They're not really called the same thing. They call them panes. They just want to be a pain, I guess. And then so that's nice. And then we can see all our tmux sessions here with tmux ls. So we already saw a brief example with tmux. So do some research and the following tasks in command line mode. So the first thing we're going to do is make screen enter copy mode. So let's get out of tmux. Okay, now we'll do a tmux ls. Okay, no server running. Now we'll do a screen list. All right, and we're attached to this screen. We can do a Control A W to see all our windows. We can make more regions if we want, but let's print out a command with a lot of output. So psax, aux, that should have quite a bit of output. And then we're gonna go into scroll back mode. So, scroll back copy mode. And I kind of forget how to do. Oh, you know what? I remember how to do this. So it's Control A. It's always going to be Control A, and then it's going to be the open bracket. There we go. And then, and then what you do is you put the cursor where you want it. So let's get let's just get the first 5 results from here. So you hit space to put the cursor where you want it. Then you move the cursor around like this, and you can move it. Oh, there we go. Huh. Okay. So then so now that you've got everything you want highlighted, you hit space again, and then you hit Control A end bracket if you want to paste it in. Once you hit space that second time, as we saw, it will leave scroll back mode. So all you need to do is do control open bracket. Now you're in scroll back mode. And then if you want to copy, you do hit space, you copy what you want, you hit space to end. And now you're out of scroll back mode. You've got everything in the buffer. And if you want to paste it in, control A, and then in a separate keystroke, close bracket. All right, so now we're going to fool around with tmux a little bit. So I'm going to exit out of screen. We're going to do a screen dash list. There we go. Now we're going to make tmux rename the current window. Oh, and you know what? It says to do them in command line mode. So let's do it in command line mode. So we're going to do a tmux ls. Okay, nothing. Then we're going to do a screen. And now let's do this in command line mode. So to do that, we go control A and then like that. Now let's see if we can do a help. Oh, there we go. So that's pretty good. It opens the help. So is there anything for copy? Here's copy. So let's type in copy. So we're going to hit enter to end. We're going to go back into command mode and we're going to type copy. And there we go. We're back in this copy mode. So we can hit space. We copied it. And now let's do control A, command mode, and then paste. Paste from register. So there's an empty register, so it's not quite as neat and clean as I would like it to be. But we did figure out how to enter copy mode. We just didn't know how to save that. So I'm going to do an exit. Then I'm going to go into tmux. And then I'll do control B because we're in tmux. And then a like that. And I'll do help. So unknown command help. Maybe a question mark. Okay, so I don't know. I just like screen a lot better, but there is that extra features that tmux has, so maybe it's better. Okay, so let's just try rename. Yeah, so unfortunately, it looks like we will need to do some research. So you know what? We live in the modern day and age, so let's do some research. We're gonna go do just paste this all in here. And we can even paste it into the just this one. Like we don't need to waste on this. Yeah, so you could do that, but it you know, that's not using command mode. So the question is, so let me okay, I kind of want to terminate. Let me go to my settings, and then we'll go to beta features, and then we'll just turn this off for a little bit. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, custom instructions. So let's turn this off for a bit and then try it again, and maybe it'll be better. There we go. So, but the thing is, again, it is not. Oh, you know what it is? It is. Okay, great. Except for this first one, it's not telling me how to do it in command mode. So, rewrite each answer. I need to do these in command mode. Okay, so we're in tmux now. Now this is interesting. It says to do Control A followed by Escape. Let's try that. Okay, so that's another way to get into copy mode, it looks like, which is interesting. But what I think the answer they're looking for in this explorational exercise is that. So I'm surprised didn't get that right, but that's okay. Let's move on to TMUX. Okay, and then we're gonna do Control B, colon, and then rename window, say my new window, and there we go. So the next one is make a screen, close all windows, and terminate session. So you would do Control A, and then you would type quit. So we're gonna open screen. All right, and then we're going to create a new window. So should be something for, I kind of forget how to create a new window. It's probably a C. I think it's a lowercase c if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's a lowercase c. So Control A, lowercase c, and then Control A W. There we go. Now we've got two windows. Let's do it one more time. Control A C, Control A W. There we go. Now we've got three windows. So we're gonna close all the windows and terminate the session. Let's take a look at the sessions. So screen dash list. There we go. We just got one session, and we're gonna do this by Control A colon and then quit. And there we go. Now, if you didn't do it that way, basically what you'd have to do is to close all these windows and then the session, you have to be careful to do a exit for each of the windows because we can see we only did the exit twice, but our session is still open. If we do a Control A W, that's because I only exited out of two of my windows, and the last one is still in the session. So you have to be really careful that you're not in sessions without realizing it. So that quit command is a pretty good one. Make sure that you completely out of the screen session. All right, so there we go. That's for screen. So the next one is to make TMUX split a pane in two. Oh, and this is interesting. They don't talk about using it. Yeah, so they don't talk about. Oh, this is not the right one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So it looks like they don't talk about doing it in the command mode. So let's see here. Yeah, they don't talk about doing it in the command mode. Let's do a. First of all, I don't think I'm in a TMUX session. Let's do a screen dash list. Make sure I'm out of that. And then we'll TMUX ls. All right. So let's do a TMUX session. All right, and then we'll do Control B. Oh, and an X will kill the window. No, let's not kill the window. So let's do a Control B and then oops, and then the colon, and then we'll do a split. Oh, okay. So that's pretty good. And then we'll do a Control B colon split dash V. Oh, let's try it dash H. There we go. So we can see there, if we do Control B and then a question mark, there we go. We get the help there. So there we go. And this is how we move between the two. Let's get the help menu in the bigger window. There we go. So we can see we've got the actual commands. So we use the command split. So let's try to find that. Yeah, so if we can do the prefix, I think we can also do split window. Let's try that. And there we go. So yeah, the command is split. It looks like it might autocomplete. Let's try that. Split tab. Yeah, so we can use the tab key here, and it will autocomplete the command for you. That's as long as there's no command that shares the string of characters. So that's why just split worked. But the full command is split window. Mic check. Okay, good. So okay, so that looks good. We figured out how to manually split a plane in two both ways. It's split window, and then dash V if you want the window split so that they're vertically stacked on each other, and then it's split window dash H if you want them so that they're horizontal to each other. Which normally I think of the split line, like if the split line is up, I think of that as being vertical, and then the split line is horizontal like that. So I normally think of it from the perspective of the split line, but I guess tmux doesn't think of it that way. All right, so then let's kill the current window. So let's just look at the help for that. So we're gonna go up to the top one and then do Control B question mark. And there's something like quit, something like that. Okay. Let's just try it. So Control B colon and then quit. Unknown command quit. How about exit? Maybe kill. Let's try that. Oh, okay. So that looks like it could be it. Let's try it again. So this is to kill the window. So let's do kill window. Oops. And it looks like oh, I think we only had one window. Huh. Okay. Well, it looks like we killed everything in doing it that way. Let's see what happens if I run tmux again, and then I use the Control B X, and we'll see if the behavior was different. All right, and then let's enter command mode. Let's just try to like see if I can get all the commands listed, like list commands. Let's try that. Oh, look at this. So now we can just see all the commands that are available. So kill window. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that. All right, so the next thing is to create. So we're going to do Control B there, and then we're going to do split window -8, or sorry, -H. There we go, and then we'll do a -N. Oh, sorry, -V. There we go. And then we'll do the Control B X and see if it just deletes this, or if it terminates the what I thought was a or if it terminates the session. Okay, so yeah, that's how I expected it to work. So now it does have a pane, so maybe it's like kill pane is the command. Let's go back over here, and you know what? Let's go back to where we were over there. We're gonna do a Control B X and say yes, and then let's see if there's something like kill pane. Maybe that's what I was looking for. Yeah. So yeah. So here it is. So let's I actually like this a lot. This makes it a lot more usable for me. Okay, so we're gonna do kill pane on yeah, because remember it's not a window in tmux, it's a pane. So I guess a window is more like a session. I'm not sure, but so Control B : split window. I guess a window is more like a region. I think a window is a region. And then we'll do it so that the window is vertical to this one. Oh, wait. Oh, right. Yeah, vertical to this one. Okay. Yeah, I still have trouble with that because, like, I think of the split line as being horizontal or vertical. So I don't know, like, how they're thinking of it differently, but it's not very intuitive for me. Okay, and then we'll split window. And then this will be -H. There we go. And then I want to do I forget what I was doing. Oh, I want to do I want to try to do it with the Control C mode. So we're gonna do kill pane. So or with the command mode. So Control B : kill pane. And there we go. That's how it works. So I really like that command mode. You don't have to memorize all these hotkeys. It's a lot more intuitive. The main thing you need to know is how to get into command mode. So that's Control B and then : and then how to see all the commands. So that's list - commands. So if you know those two things, it's not hard to figure out how to use tmux. I think screen is a lot more intuitive and therefore a lot more usable than tmux. But I think just using tmux in command mode like this makes tmux a much more usable option. I'm kind of tempted to go back and try to do this part. But for now, that's the end of the first explorational exercise. I'm gonna, see how confusing the language is. It's important to use the correct language. So it's unclear what they want. So kill window, I think, is what they wanted. I think kill pane might be what they wanted instead of kill window. Let's take a look at the answer and figure that out. Okay, and I'll take a quick break and then we'll look at the answer. Alright, I'm back and I'm ready to look at the answers. So both screen and tmux can, so all the answers already we can see have the colon. Let's just go through each. So here's my lab. We'll get rid of the, we'll kill the pane. So we're going to do Control B : and then kill the window. So the window in tmux seems to be similar to the session in screen. We can see we have no server running anymore. So let's go into screen, and then we're going to enter copy mode. So Control A, colon, and then copy. And there we go. We're in copy mode now. So we can do this. There we go. And then we copied 15 characters into the buffer. Let's try to paste them in. So Control A, colon, paste maybe? Nothing. Yeah. I don't know how that works. But okay, so that's the answer they were looking for. You can just use the hotkey. It's not that hard to remember. It's pretty intuitive in screen. So the next one is tmux. Alright, and the answer is Control B, colon, and then rename window. So tmux, it's really nice to use this. We have to do the real name though, and you don't have to name the window you're on. You can do as we saw the -T. So let's do there, and then we'll do list commands, and then let's go down to the R's. I believe they're in alphabetical order. So here we go. Rename window. So yeah, you don't have to rename the window you're on. You can give it a target window. But the window we're on is totally fine. So we're going to do Control B, colon, and then we're going to do rename window. And it's just like a Cisco device. You can tab it out. It's actually pretty nice. And then let's give it a new name. We're going to call it My New Window. And there we go. So then we're going to go to screen. Let's try to get out of here using a command. So if we go down to the QRS, we see nothing. So really the commands to stop things are kill. That's anything you use to stop something in tmux is going to be prepended with kill. So we could kill the server, which is kind of interesting. We could also kill the session. We can also kill the window, and we can kill the pane. So I kind of want a detailed explanation of what these are. So in, oops, and I can't type in here for some reason. Oh, okay. In tmux, what is the difference between these commands?
In TMUX, the commands you mentioned have different purposes and effects. Kill pane, kill. This command is used to close and terminate a specific pane within a window.
Yes, a window is a
It takes the flag to
region.
kill all panes in the target window. It takes the T-target pane option to specify the pane you want to close. Kill server. This command is used to shut down the entire TMUX server and all sessions, windows, and panes within it.
Or a pane is a region.
It's a drastic action that will terminate all TMUX sessions running.
A window is a session.
Kill session. This command is used to end a specific TMUX session. It takes the flag to kill all sessions except one specified. It takes the C flag to also remove the control socket when the session is killed.
Yeah.
It takes the T-target session option to specify the session you want to terminate. Kill window, kill. This command.
Okay, so the summary is kill pane is for individual panes, which are like more like regions. Although I think panes are automatically tied to windows in tmux. So it's always going to be a window and a region. Then kill server is for shutting down the entire tmux server. So that's one we could do here to end this. Kill session is for ending specific sessions, and kill window is for closing windows and panes. And because this is the only window, it will kill the session as well, I think is what was going on. Let's try kill server. Control B colon, kill server, and there we go. If we do a tmux ls, everything is stopped. Okay, so it's time for the next one. All right, so make screen close. Okay, so yep, so let's go into screen again. We did the rename in tmux, so screen. And then let's make screen close all windows and terminate session. So control A colon quit. There we go. Then we're going to go into tmux. We're going to split a plane in two. Control B colon. We'll type split window. There we go. And then we're going to kill the current window. See, now this is where it gets. If we wanted to just kill that one bit, we would do a kill pane. So they were using the correct intended language. They wanted to kill the whole window. Since we only had one window, it would close out of tmux. Let's open another window. So we're going to go tmux. Then we're going to go control B colon, which I really love. And we're going to do list commands. This makes it all make sense. And then we'll do a new window. So go down to the ends for new. And yep, there it is, new window. So let's give it a name as well. We're going to call it -n. So control B there, new window -n, and then we'll call it my new window. There we go. Now we've got two windows. We can see it on the bottom. So let's do a quit, or let's do a kill window. And then we'll see we don't kill the whole thing. The only reason it was killing the whole thing before was because we only had the one window to kill. So if we do kill window, now we're no longer exited from tmux. We're just put back to the one window we have. But if we do kill window again, since this is the only window in the session, it will automatically delete the session as well. So if I do a tmux ls, there is there is no server running. All right, so that's it for the first explorational exercise. So the next the next explorational exercise, when you enter copy mode in screen, not only can you use your arrow keys and page up or page down to navigate the current window and the scrollback buffer, there is also the possibility of using a Vi-like full screen editor. Using this editor, perform the following tasks. Okay. So this is in screen, so we'll open a new screen. Now we're going to, there's a Vi-like editor. Oh, this is when we're in copy mode, so we'll go into copy mode. Control A and then copy. Okay, so now we can use the arrow keys. We can use page up and page down. So there's also the possibility of using a Vi-like full screen editor. Using this editor, perform the following tasks. So how do I do that? So do I go into insert mode? Copy mode aborted. Interesting. Okay, so I guess we need to echo this into your screen terminal. Okay. Now we need to, I don't know how to do that in the Vi editor. I'm not sure if they mean for that. So the next thing is Control A, open bracket. Sorry, Control A, not curly brace, open bracket. And now we're going to copy the 5 consecutive characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the line right above your cursor. So there we go. We copied them. And then we're going to paste. In the line right above your photo. So let's paste it. Okay, so that's my answer. I'm not sure exactly what they mean. I did not do this in a via like full screen editor, but I did accomplish some of it. Let's see what the real answer is. Okay, so yeah, that's what I did. I now copy the 5 consecutive characters left to right in the line right above your cursor, which I guess would have been this, so I'm surprised it's not super. So we enter, yep, so this is what I did. I did this first, but I'm not sure how to paste doing that, so this is what I did. Then we move to the line using K and press backspace to mark the beginning of the selection. Finally, we move forward 4 characters using L. Okay, so I guess we could just do that and then press space again. So let's try that. So Control A like that, and then we'll use the L. Oh, okay. So instead of using the arrow keys, like if you have a keyboard without an arrow key, you can use L to go right, you can use K to go up, you can use J to go down, and you can use H to go left. So it's kind of like its own set of arrow keys. Okay, so yep, I use the arrow keys, but if you don't have arrow keys, you can use L instead. So finally, paste the selection STICE back to your command prompt using the closed square bracket. Yep, so I got that one completely right, which brings me to the final question. Suppose you want to share a tmux session or session with another user. You have created the socket temp/r socket with the right permissions so that both you and the other user can read and write. What other 2 conditions should be met in order for the second user to be able to successfully attach to the session using through tmux dash capital S and then like that. So I don't know. This is like where I'm confused. So let's look back in the okay, I don't see tmux-s being used. Let's do share a tmux, see if we get hits on that. No? Okay. So, I mean, you have to change the permissions, I think, but it says that we assume that was already, yeah, that was already done. You know what? Let's just look at the answer for this, because this is what has been really making me confused. So suppose you want to share a tmux session named r session with another user. You have created the socket/temp/r socket with the correct permissions so that both you and the other user can read and write. What other 2 conditions should be met in order for the second user to be able to successfully attach the session through tmux-s/temp/r socket a-t r session? So the answer is both users must have a group in common. For example, multiplexer. Then we must have the socket changed into that group as well. So yeah, I probably would have never gotten that. That is pretty, outside of what we kind of learned about in this lesson. Really important to know that if we do I'll get out of screen. So if we do a ls-al, we know that our permissions are for the user, the group, and then anywhere else, and we know that our users belong to groups. So we'd have to change this part and put this in a group. So we can see that the user gposh and root have different groups. So we need them to have the same group in order for them to share tmux sockets, tmux sessions. So I wish I could demo this more. I had it set up in the lab to SSH between the 2 and demo it, but I'm kind of tempted to just move on. There's a lot to get through, and I don't want to end up sinking too much time into it. Especially when there's like so many other tools, like, you know, Visual Studio Code, remote mode, and stuff. Like, it's just not worth it, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to move on to the summary. In this lesson, you have learned about terminal multiplexers in general and GNU Screen and tmux in particular. Important concepts to remember include command prefix. Screen uses control plus A plus a character. Then tmux uses control plus B plus a character. Structure of sessions, windows and window divisions, regions or panes. Copy mode, session detachment, one of the most powerful features of multiplexers. So we learned about that. Both Screen and both tmux has that. The commands used in this lesson were screen to start a screen session, and then tmux to start a tmux session. So yeah, short and sweet. That's it for this video, so stay tuned for the next one.